Hi, everybody. This is Dan Cronin. We're going to do a special quick video on Keeneland and opening day and what we're looking for. So I'm going to share this screen real quick so you don't have to stare at me, um, but you're staring at what I'm doing. And if you bought the Keeneland stuff, you're going to want to watch this. I promise I'll try to keep it to where it's not ridiculous, if it'll work. All right. So first screen is this. Go up here and see Keeneland.com racing workout videos. You can watch every workout that I'm watching. Okay. I know a lot of you don't have the time to do that, but if you're torn on a horse and you want to see what he might have looked like working out, look at all them. I mean, this is a great job Bruno does for the Kentucky people. And I'm glad everybody's on board and finally taking notice with this because when we go to the first race, you can go to JoJo Dude, and it's that simple. It's really that simple. So if you want to watch him work, I liked this work because it was with other horses. He's in between horses, and just watch the aggressive nature for a baby to want to come on. And we know the wards are probably going to go early. They always do. If you're looking for an exacta horse or maybe an upset horse to come running at the wire, watching come in between here, for a 2 year old to be able to do this, hasn't even run yet, squeak in between horses here, show some aggressiveness to he's got a horse lugging on him and he just goes right through. He's so tiny and he just comes right through there. And now he's running with them, instead of behind them. And to me, that showed a little bit of talent, a little bit of aggressiveness, a little bit of a mind to be able to do that. So when I put the sheet together, I'm looking at, we know Ward's on top, but there's the two right there. I put him second. I put him second because we got uh, Wagley. Hopefully I spelled this right. Worked out on March 19th. Weirdly, they put him behind a horse, which is odd for Wesley Ward. Took him a stride or two to get going. Look how green he is. He's jumping all over the place. But it sure looks like he's got a world of talent. It doesn't look like he's an absolute rocket ship out of the gate. So will Rosario pop him out of the gate, or will he try to ride him a little different than we're used to? Um, but he's got a world of talent, and he's not letting him run at all. And they're going in 35-4. I mean, that's really running for a horse that's obviously under wraps. He's not going to let him go by that other horse. He has got him by the neck. So who knows how good they are until they run. But, that's the obvious horse to beat. And then, 7-5, not surprising. And the other Ward, Suspicions, he looked good working out too. So on Friday, I'm going to single Wagley in one bet, but then I am going to take three of them in the other bet, and I'm going to look into taking the 5 and 11 in the second race. Missed call in the 11. It's the first time I'm seeing these lines, so it's a 7 furlong race, 5-2. Man, I was hoping for a bigger price than that, but I mean the horse has class. And then the 11 on the outside. There we go. Now we're talking. Pratt, Reset closed a little bit, but needs to get a lot faster. But that's what I wanted. I wanted a price horse in there, 12-1. That's perfect. So, in the doubles, the pick threes, stuff like that, we're going to use missed call, maybe even some more. The third race, I have no opinion. Plus, we don't know if they're going to stay on the turf. But Donut God's fast. He's a dirt horse trying the turf. We'll see what happens there. And then here's the race. The fourth race is another one where 6.5 furlongs. It's all young horses. Chad Brown, Phil Bauer, Wesley Ward, Brissett, DeVoe, Walsh, Walden. I mean, it's a who's who. It's a freaking who's who. So I knew this horse would be a price. I love the outside post. I love that first race he ran last year. And this horse looks like he's got some talent to me. Now, I know first thing you're going to say is, well, that's June of last year. Yeah, I know. But it's all we got to go on. He's on the outside of a decent horse. I'm just looking for action. I'm looking for talent. Looking for something to catch my eye. Because you guys know I love horses that have run once. He's already run once. So he's got that advantage. I know it's been a while, but he's already done it. Does this horse have the talent to beat this Walsh horse that every human's calling me on? I think he's got a big chance at a big price. I mean, this is a nice workout. And he's going to be on the outside. He's going to have some tractable speed. And having that race under his belt, that last half furlong might be a big key. Might be a big key. So here's the horse every human's touting, Phantom Blue. The problem is the workout, if you don't know anything, you're going to look at the workout and go, looks okay. Shoot. Okay, it's on the other site. All right. Well, anyway, it's on the Saratoga site. But Cherie DeVoe's horse looked quick on her workout. So Only Me looked okay at best. Christie's Spirit looked quick. The Chad Brown horse just looked okay to me. So when I'm looking at the sheet, I'm going, well, do I just take a shot here with the 12? Do I take 9, 12? In the doubles, I would take them both. I would take 8 or 9 and 12. Pick which one. Do you like Cherie better? Do you like Walsh better? Take whichever one you like better. In the pick 4, I'm going to hit the all button and try to catch a monster. I'm going to try to catch a monster because the horse I like, and I'm going to try to drill the 12 too. So not only hit all, go back and just take the 12. And if the 12 wins, you could have a monster hit coming because I only like 2 horses in the 5th. I knew Knock It Off would be one of the favorites, 2-1. Undefeated, fairground shipper, looks good. Remember Trouble Calling? Remember the other video? If you haven't seen it yet, the horse I love Saturday ran right behind Trouble Calling, okay? That's a key there. There's Trouble Calling right here. He beat Deep Flame. That's the horse I like on Saturday. The horse just needed to get a little bit better. Boom. All of a sudden he grows up. Now look at his numbers, 86, 91. He's got a big shot. But the horse I like, I love turnbacks going 7 furlongs. We got Pratt. We got a turnback. We got a horse with rising numbers with tactical speed. He doesn't have to be way back. If he sits back 5th or 6th, that's fine. I just don't want him, 10 lengths off the pace. But he's not going to be. And now he's got a big chance to run over the top of him. How he's 8-1, I have no idea. No idea. I thought he'd be 3-1. This horse has got a little chance. Oscar's Hope, the Amos assistant taking over the barn. He's got a chance, but he ain't any better than Carson Street. The 5 can't win. The 4 speed, the 3 speed, the 2 speed, the 1, I don't know what you're going to get, and they're going 7. The one horse I know is going to close in there is Carson Street. So I want 2-6. I'm going to try to finish a bunch of bets to the 2-6. I'm going to try to drill the pick 4. I'm going to try to drill that double with some, the 8, 9, 12 into 2, 6. And I'm not worried about, well, I'm taking too many horses because I know the 12 is going to be a big price. I know they're going to bet the 9 down. And I think the 8's going to be a price. The Cherie DeVoe first time starter. So that's kind of the way I'm going to play that. And then the late pick 4s and 5s, I'm a little nervous it's going to get chalky because Without's probably going to win. Zany's probably going to win. Heading has no chance to be 6-1. No chance. I hope, but no chance. So you're probably in fine Chardonnay's 5-2. There's just not a race where I look at it and go, well, you got a chance to get a 10 or 15-1 shot here. I'm just not seeing that in the late pick 5. So I'm going to try to grind opening day. I'm a grinder anyway. I'm going to try to grind. I'm going to try to bet on Without as long as he ain't even money. If he hangs around 2-1, that's fine. I bet on 2-1s every day, unfortunately, because if you're going to bet a lot nowadays, you're going to be stuck with them. Comes out of a race, stake grade 2. Now he gets Lasix. Going from a mile and 3/8 to a mile and 1/8, I think that's a big difference. He's going to be flying home instead of hanging, and there's really not a lot. The 4, I guess, has a chance. The 5's got a chance. I mean, all these horses look okay. I mean, look at Samud. He just broke his maiden at Turfway. I mean, there's just nothing here. I keep going up and down. Well, if you don't like the 1, who are you going to bet on? I got 4, 8, and 14 if he draws in. The 14 states rights. Yeah, he'll be second choice if he draws in. The 8, Mountain Orb. Why? Because of these back numbers. That's why. But man, there's just not a lot to hang your hat on. I mean, this horse is either going to win easy, which I think he will, or you could get a wild result, I guess. The Beaumont. I was hoping for a better price, but going 7, just bluffing's got a chance, but speed. Sneaky Good's got a chance. It's Brad Cox. 9-5 is an awful price. King's Lover, I don't like. Baraka, I don't like. Wrong Shoes, I don't like. Now you get to the horse I do like, a fine Chardonnay. I think that last race was a perfect prep race for this. A perfect prep race. She's going to sit on the outside. She don't have to be far back. Mythical, One-Time Girl. Those are really nice horses. That 84 number jumps off the page at me. And I think if she gets in front of Sneaky Good, which she might, I don't think Sneaky Good will run by her. But Sneaky Good's, a nice horse. Just Bluffing's going to probably be in front. So, 2, 3 in the bottom. One of them 3 are probably going to win. Maybe the 5 if you want to try to take a price. Then you get to the turf race. The Transylvania. I think it's a tough race, but Croton looks like he's got a big chance. Vassy been right on the wire twice. Gulfstream Park shipper, and you know the rules. Go towards the Gulfstream Park shippers first. Really dig into them, then look at everybody else. So, Noble Dynasty to me is back a little. Atfield's back a little. Street Boss has got a chance because of the speed. But Remember Mama, I don't really like much. 7-2 is too low. Zeppelin, why is this horse 15-1? He ran right behind Honey Dutch and Vassy, right behind Appyland. I think the horse got a big chance. And you get Irad. 8 or 10-1 on Irad. A horse will never be 15-1. Honey Dutch got beat in neck, doesn't want to win, but he's right there every time. Gulfstream Park shipper. The 12 or 11's got no chance. So I would take a few of them in there. I would start with the Gulfstream horses and branch out from there. 2, 8, and 10 for sure. Then branch to 5, 7, and beyond. Now, one of the rules of Keeneland, and you guys have heard me say it so many times over the years, is don't just put the big name horse on top in the graded stakes races. Catherine Sophia got beaten this race. So many horses have been beaten in these big graded stakes races. It makes me leery. So, can Percy's Bar win? Certainly. Zany's the big favorite, but the numbers are just not way higher. French Friction's got a big chance for the upset, I think. I don't like the 5. I don't like the 6. The 7's got a little chance, I think, to come from behind. But the horse I keep looking at for the upset is French Friction. Why? I know it's Oakland, it's slop, it's a sprint. I understand all that. But if you get 6, 7, 8 to 1, and you're saying to yourself, I'm not just going to single Zanny. I'm not. Then that's the one you got to look at. Percy's Bar is the other one you got to look at. I think he's going to sit back just a little, try to blast home, has a big chance. 2, 3, and 4 would be all I would look at. Of course, I would make way more tickets with the 3. Now, here's the horse I like probably the best all day long, especially at this price. If we get this price, which I don't think you're going to get, 1 mile on the turf, good inside post, Graham Motion, January layoff, 1 hole, got bogged down, only got beat a length. And look who he ran against, Vassy, who's in the stake race, who we like in the stake race. Fancy Sailor, who's a really nice animal. I mean, these are great running lines. It's only a mile. You get a good inside post in Johnny V. I think he's going to go, take back a little bit, try to sit 4th or 5th, and make his run. I think the 1's going to go. He's got a chance. I think Lemon Law's got a chance, the 4. Supercharger at a huge price has got a chance for Cherie DeVoe. I don't really like the rest of these horses too much until you get the Democracy Defender. Um, Ortiz coming in from Tampa. Look who he lost to, Vassy. So I think the 10's got a big chance, but I'd much rather have the 2 if I was betting. Higher price, better post, both Hall of Fame riders, and you get Lasix for the second time. I think Heading's going to run a big, big race. So that's the way I look on Friday. I think the late races could get a little chalky, but I really like these middle races because I think that the 4th race is there to be had. I think the 5th race, those are huge price horses that can both win. I think it's a solid card. Let's fire, boys, and let's get Johnny V home in the last. Johnny, don't fall off, buddy. Don't fall off.